What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advanced Sports Talk. Alright, so it is Super Bowl Sunday, and first, before I get started, I got some announcements to make. Alright, as you can see, yes, there is a new jersey behind me. Well, it's an old jersey, but it's new to the setup. So, what? I thought Vance was a Tampa fan. I am. So, listen. One, I know Ray was a lot of people was viewing Ray very negatively after that Colin Kaepernick situation. But with the I wasn't supporting, I was praying, but hey, we're going to put all that aside today. All right, this actually has to do with why I haven't posted a lot of content. My really good friend, comedian CJ Burney, had passed away a couple weeks ago. So I was dealing with that, and then we had the funeral yesterday. So there was a lot of emotions and everything. I did shorts when I could. I put up videos here and there sporadically, but nowhere near as much as I used to. But I'm gonna get back on the grind. So, I explained that in my UFC video, which I put up earlier today. But yeah, this is it's time to heal. So, to my friend CJ, rest in peace. He was a Ravens fan. And while I do like the Ravens as well, because I'm from Baltimore, but yeah, this is how I honor my friend. All right, so it's time to heal. Let's get into this. All right, so Super Bowl Sunday is here, and who would have thought that this matchup is big on so many fronts, man. So first off, not only do we have the two clear front runners in the MVP race, but we also have more star power in this Super Bowl. We have a showdown between two of the biggest guys in the podcast space, the Kelsey brothers. Oh man, listen, if you guys haven't seen the New Heights podcast, y'all need to check it out, because these guys are hilarious and they're so relatable. Like, I would sit there, I would have a beer with these guys, and I don't drink beer. so oh man, but yeah, like, man, these dudes are incredible sports about it. And of course, because they're brothers, they got this sibling thing going. They had their parents on the podcast leading up to this, and man, this is great. So we have yet another Super Bowl where the instance where we have two brothers facing off against each other. So we had the Har Bowl a few years ago, a few years back. Now we got Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce, and we also have Andy Reid facing off against his old team. Why don't I have Andy Reid up here? Alright, Andy Reid, more commonly referred to nowadays as Big Red. Oh man, so for the longest time, this was the hump that Andy Reid just couldn't get over with the with all of the Eagles teams that he's had. He's made it to one Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb. Unfortunately, they faced Tom Brady before he developed his affliction to the NFC East in the biggest stage of all time. But like after that, it took a while for him to get back, and the Eagles was a playoff contender under him, and eventually he moved on to Kansas City, and when he moved on to Kansas City, when he took them over at first, it was horrendous. But, you know, once they got that final piece, and that final piece was Patrick Mahomes, they, you know, they started rolling. And, you know, before you know it, they made 4 Super Bowl appearances. No, they made 3 Super Bowl appearances within 4 years. So, yeah, of course, the first one we know about because they beat the 49ers. Second one, they got destroyed by us. No hate. And then, of course, this would be the third, where they're facing off against the Eagles. So, yeah, man, and it's like, in a lot of ways, this is a bit of a revenge game for them, but, you know, like, it's, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe on the Eagles side, maybe this is the time to really, you know, to put them down. Is Andy Reid gonna get over that hump against his old team, or is his old team gonna be the one that convinces him to retire? Oh man. All right. So yeah. So aside from Big Red, it's so many storylines in this, in this Super Bowl. All right. So now we're gonna talk about somebody who's not in the Super Bowl. All right. I'm done. Oh man. So Dak Prescott won the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, which is a very prestigious honor for you know, players that do a lot of community outreach, off the field work, charities, philanthropy, and all that other stuff. So Dak Prescott apparently did a lot of off the field work. He gave back to the community, and that's why he got this prestigious award. And they said that, you know, by far, like Walter Payton was like the most like giving, you know, person of it. So yeah, so hey, congrats, Dak, on getting this award. You know, we've been through a lot with you know, seeing you get injured, and yeah, we leaned on Jerry. We got you that contract. I'm just saying. So no, but hey, congrats, and I'm glad. And first off, this dude, hold on. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. This dude is more iced out than the Silver Surfer. Look, you got a silver suit, silver chain. You can't see it in the picture, but he got a silver watch. Only thing that he's missing is platinum earrings. Oh man, but all right, Dak. I ain't gonna roast you. I ain't gonna roast you no more. But man, like, that's what's up, though. All right, so next awards that we had that were given out. Patrick Mahomes. This isn't the award. This is the NFC Championship. But Patrick Mahomes won the MVP over Jalen Hurts. But looking at this picture, I don't think Jalen Hurts is really that mad. But all jokes aside, so there was a really strong case that can be made for both of them. You know, so yeah, so you know, Jalen Hurts definitely improved a lot since last year. You know, in his first year in the league, you know, we only had like, what was it, four or five games to really judge him off of, or was it might have been 6, I don't know. But you know, we had so it was like, all right, we really don't know what this kid can do. I mean, now I know Bama fans know what Jalen Hurts can do. Oklahoma fans knew what Jalen Hurts could do. But, you know, in terms of like being tested in an NFL setting, you know, it was really hard to gauge. But he led them to the playoffs last year, you know, and, you know, unfortunately it ended up being a losing game against the Buccaneers that put him out. But they made it to the playoffs. And then what happened this year? Not only did they make it to the playoffs, they made it to the playoffs in stride. Like, oh man, like they didn't like back into the playoffs or anything. They had to fight a little bit at the end because they was because Hurts got hurt, ironically. But no, we're gonna get into that in a minute. But yeah, they had to, they made it. They was clearly the most dominant team in the conference, and they made the playoffs, got the top seed, got a first round bye. Oh man, and came off, destroyed the Giants again. And oh man, yeah. So yeah, they yeah. So they had a lot going on with that, and yeah, Jalen like clearly improved a lot since last year. But we talking about Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, on the other hand, had to deal with the he had a very like tough road or a hard challenge ahead of him, and that was how can he go through this season. Well, how was he going to go through this season without his number one receiver? And the answer to that question was not missing a beat. So yeah, Patrick Mahomes like went through like it was almost like Tyreek Hill never existed, or Tyreek Hill never played for the Chiefs. But that's that next man up mentality that a lot of teams have to have. If your number one receiver goes, who's going to step up to replace him? And I guess a lot of that also had to do with the fact that Travis Kelce is still there. So yeah, so I mean, you still got a number one receiver, but the fact of the matter is that how we beat them in the Super Bowl was we locked down Tyreek Hill and then we locked down Travis Kelce. Now it's like, yeah, you can lock down Travis Kelce if you want to, but then Patrick Mahomes can just dump it to any other receiver. Matter of fact, they said week 1, hey, I'm sorry, fantasy owners, but it's going to be a different person every week. Because normally, like in fantasy football, all right, hey, top 2 people to go, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, because they're gonna get their numbers. But fact of the matter is that now, now Mahomes was forced to spread the ball around, and they discovered these other receivers. And the Chiefs' offense could always do that. It's just that because the spotlight was so much on Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, you don't notice these other smaller guys, Mecole Hardman, Sammy Watkins, who am I thinking about? Demarcus Robinson. Yeah, so those are, like at any point, yeah. So you'll look at your fantasy score and say, oh, Tyreek Hill got 30 points. Oh, Travis Kelce got 25 points. But any one of those other receivers could have gone off, So yeah. But everybody thought, including me, thought Patrick Mahomes' numbers was going to drop significantly because of the missing element of Tyreek Hill. But what I had to realize is that Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers are 2 different beasts. like yeah. But hey, Patrick Mahomes discovered trust in his other receivers. Aaron Rodgers eventually got it, but then he slipped back into his old off-season ways. But in any case, no, we're not going to talk about Aaron Rodgers right now. We're talking about Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. But I'll say this. I was really pulling for Jalen to get it, but I think that if he didn't get hurt, he would have definitely won. Like, those 4 games is what really cost him. But, hey, that's the benefits of this being your third year in the league. Hey, he got plenty of years against he got plenty of years ahead of him to get this award. So, but hey, congrats, Patrick Mahomes. We're gonna see what happens in the Super Bowl, because now they pulling for him to say, all right, is he gonna be the first guy to win league MVP and Super Bowl MVP? Or hey, but yeah. I don't think Jalen Hurts is that mad, though. All right, so other awards that was handed out this weekend. Brian Daboll made he won Coach of the Year. So a lot of people were saying like, well, Nick Sirianni should have got it, or Doug Peterson should have got it, and those are all very strong cases. But what you guys fail to realize is how hard it is to make the Giants a winning franchise. Oh, all right. Stop. All right, so listen. From where the Giants were last year to where the Giants are this year, day and night difference, stark difference. So they were in contention from like week 10, week 8 on, like somewhere around that midpoint of the season. I don't know. Go back in my YouTube where I made a comment where I said that the Giants and the Cowboys have better records than the Bucks. But yeah, man. So yeah, we got the yeah. So yeah, the Giants was definitely a different team. They were a different team than they were last year. So now, like, the fact that he turned that around and they got a winning record and won a playoff game, like, yeah, man, that's crazy. But yeah, so hey, well deserved, very well deserved. So now back to the Super Bowl. Who do I pick? They got the Eagles as 1.5 point favorites. And I feel like this would be one of those types of games. I don't know anything about the over-under, or man, I don't know. I see this being a high-scoring game potentially. But actually, no. I'm thinking the score is probably going to be more like 31-24, maybe 27-24. I know it's not going. It's going to be a one possession. It's going to be a one possession difference. I know that much, because the Chiefs can. The Chiefs got an offense. The difference would be the Eagles, how they would stack up against the Eagles defense, because the Eagles got a better pass rush than the Bucks, and that's saying something. And it mainly has something to do with that big motherfucker in the middle, and that badass on the outside. So I'm talking about Jordan Davis and Hassan Reddick, respectively. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I'm pulling for the Eagles to win. I'm gonna be watching. I'm pulling for the Eagles to win in a very slim margin, depending on the percentage of Patrick Mahomes' ankle. Matter of fact, they hold up, because Hurts is dealing with an injury too. So injuries pending. I'm calling for the Eagles. So because Hurts had a problem with his shoulder. He said he was sore after the last game, but you know, that's nothing that therapy can't fix. At the same time, Jalen don't gotta throw it. There's been numerous times where he's led his team in rushing, you know, very Lamar Jackson like. So yeah, I'm just saying. But in any case, it's gonna be a good spectacle regardless. We got red and green. Merry Christmas. You know, we got the Eagles facing off against the Chiefs. Eagles facing off against Andy Reid. Andy Reid facing off against the Eagles. And yeah, so we're gonna see. I know one thing. I'm watching the Super Bowl with 2 Eagles fans, so it's pretty much 85% chance that I'm not getting my security deposit back. But in any case, where you watching the Super Bowl at? Who do you predict is going to win? Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on everything at the bottom. Rest in peace, CJ. Requiescat en pace. I'm out.